My name is Mia, I'm 45 years old. I live with my husband Bob, who is 47, and our 14-year-old daughter Sasha. To the outside world, I'm just a mom, but I have another side to me. I've taught myself web design skills to help support our family finances. Bob's salary alone isn't enough to cover our expenses. Bob thinks I'm just a wife, but actually, I'm the main breadwinner of this family. While Bob is at work and Sasha is at school, I dedicate myself to my web design work. This hidden double life has become a necessary passion for me. In the mornings, when Bob leaves for work and the house becomes quiet, I seclude myself in my small home office. I hope this design proposal will please the client. I murmur to myself as I dive into my work. We couldn't make ends meet without this job. However, I have my worries. Over the phone, Mia, I'm in a bit of a bind. I need some more money. Can you send someone without telling my husband? I'll see what I can do. Secretly from him, okay? At my in-laws' house. My mother-in-law, hiding a new expensive bag. I need to talk to you. Actually, Mia told me they're running tight on money again. She asked for us to send them some money. Mia said that? Yes. It seems like she's not good at managing their budget. She asked us to help out without telling Bob. Again? She called instead of asking face-to-face? Well, it's a difficult thing to say. Let's not be too hard on her. Fine, I'll give you the money. But tell Mia, from now on, she needs to come over and explain why they're short on money. Okay, I'll let her know. My father-in-law takes out some money and hands it to my mother-in-law. While she outwardly shows concern, she's secretly delighted. For now, I'll secretly give this to Mia. Thinking to herself, this means I can get a new bag. Thanks, Mia. Back at my house after dinner. Bob, your mom asked for financial help again. Is that so? Times must be tough for them. We're doing just fine with my income. We don't have the extra money to lend. If you managed our budget better, we wouldn't have this problem. Oh, and I'm taking a junior colleague out for drinks tomorrow. I need to treat him, so make sure there's money in my wallet. What was he listening to? I just said we're short on money. Then I'll go out and work too. That should ease our budget, right? You know I don't want to be seen as the guy whose wife has to work. Managing the budget is a stay-at-home mom's duty. This man really. Bob, proud of being the family's provider, absolutely refuses to let me work. Your salary is just too low. I can't say that. He's under the impression that he's the family's main support. The real main support is actually me. I once mentioned my work as a home-based web designer, but my knowledge-lacking husband took it as a hobby, so I've maintained the stay-at-home mom facade. By the way, you're always on your phone. What's up? Nothing much. Just lots of work emails. Must be tough, even after coming home. Lately, something's been off with Bob. He comes home late and is always on his phone. In contrast, my observant daughter Sasha asks, Mom, need help with dinner? Thanks, Sasha, but I'm fine. Focus on preparing for our trip the day after tomorrow. Okay. The day after tomorrow, we're going on a 2-night, 3-day domestic trip. This weekend trip has been long awaited by me and my daughter. Bob will stay home due to work, and we'll embark on our trip without him. On the day of the trip, Bob sees us off at the door. Have a good trip. Enjoy yourselves. Thanks, honey. Please take care of the house. Dad, we're off. Sasha's cheerful voice fills the house. We leave by car, and our much-anticipated trip begins. However, on the morning of the second day, Sasha notices a severe rain warning. Mom, it looks like it's going to pour tonight. The news says it'll get worse tomorrow. That's troublesome. Maybe we should head back early. Are we going back already? That's a shame, I was having fun. We can come back another time. It'd be a problem if we get stranded. Right. Let's head back. Dad will be happy to see us return early. Yes, he will. Let's surprise him by coming back secretly. We decided, so we headed home a day early. On the way, Sasha looked worried and said, Mom, isn't this rain crazy? It got worse much faster than predicted. Indeed. I didn't expect it to be this bad. Maybe it was a good decision to cut our trip short. Yeah. It's safer to be home. We entered the house soaked from the rain. It was dark inside, and Bob was nowhere to be seen. Looks like Bob isn't home yet. Let's go take a shower quickly. Yeah. Sounds great. We went inside and headed for the living room. However, as we approached, we could hear some noises. Oh, there's a light on in the living room. Maybe Bob is back? Dad, you there? Doesn't seem like it. Maybe he forgot to turn off the light. Sasha peeked in, but Bob was not there. We heard a faint noise coming from the bedroom. Mom, do you hear that? It's coming from the bedroom. We approached the bedroom. Clearly, we could hear Bob and someone else. We quietly opened the bedroom door to peek. Time seemed to stop. What? I was in disbelief at the sight before us. Sasha, in confusion, gasped, "No way." What? What's happening? Peeking again, Sasha screamed. Gross! With that woman? Yes, Bob was in the midst of an affair. And the two of them were so engrossed they didn't even notice us peeking. Angry and shocked, yet knowing this wasn't a scene for my daughter, I said, Sasha, let Mom handle this. Go to the living room. Okay. Sasha reluctantly went to the living room. Unforgivable. That must be Bob's colleague, Kelly, right? I remembered meeting her when I delivered something to his office. I need to gather evidence first. I'll record a video. I took out my smartphone and recorded everything between Bob and Kelly. With this evidence, I could confront them. After recording, I quietly closed the door and returned to where Sasha was in the living room. Mom, what are we gonna do? Dad with that woman? Leave it to me. I'll deal with Dad and that woman. Okay. Disgusted at the thought of seeing their faces, I quickly packed our bags, and Sasha and I left for my parents' house. Just watch. I won't forgive them. Upon arrival, my parents welcomed us warmly. I pondered how to use the video. Might as well expose my mother-in-law's greed and lies too. I concocted a detailed plan for revenge. They had to face the consequences of their actions. The next day, I decided to send the video. First, sending it to his parents. Soon after, my mother-in-law called. Mia, what is this? Did you make this to frame Bob? Why would I do such a thing? But, this is your house, isn't it? Why would you? Sasha and I were on a 2-night, 3-day trip. We came back a day early because of the bad weather and walked into this. My mother-in-law was speechless, but quickly started blaming others. But it's because you left Bob alone and went on a trip. What kind of wife does that? That doesn't justify an affair. Anyway, that's the situation, so we'll talk more about it later. I hung up. Really, if the son is like that, the mother is no different. Now that the in-laws know, it's Bob's turn. Everyone at his work should know what kind of person Bob is, and the extent of this affair. I knew Bob's boss's email address from a business card he once gave me. I meticulously composed an email detailing that I was Bob's wife and that Bob was having an affair with his colleague Kelly at home during work. Attaching the video link as evidence. And send. Off you go. I clicked the send button, feeling relieved. The email reached Bob's boss's computer at just the right moment. During a meeting using the monitor. And so, as the computer with the screen sharing was casually opened by the boss, what suddenly appeared on the large screen was a video of Bob and Kelly entangled in a compromising position. What on earth is this? What's this? Echoes of surprise filled the conference room. Bob's scream. Stop it! Kelly's shriek. The boss hurriedly closed the video. Unbeknownst to me, causing such a commotion, Bob and Kelly were also attending the meeting, and for a brief moment, their affair was exposed to their colleagues. I felt completely relieved, wondering, it's over. I wonder how Bob will react. Will he and Kelly be called by the boss? This is going to make things worse for them at work. Indeed, the punishment waiting for them was harsher than I had imagined. The meeting was temporarily halted, and Bob and Kelly were immediately summoned by their boss. Following an investigation by the company, it was revealed that they had been neglecting their work to carry on their affair, resulting in both of them being fired. I was later informed about the situation by the boss. I never imagined such a thing. It seems God is on our side. Now for my mother-in-law. That night, I took Sasha and headed to my in-laws' house. Opening the door, there was Bob, just fired from his job. Mia! What have you done? Sasha bravely confronted him. Dad, it's your fault. You betrayed us. To have an affair with that woman when you have me and Mom. We don't need a dad like you. Sasha, wait. Dad didn't. I saw it too. Bob was stunned. Today, I came to talk to Mom and Dad, but since Bob is here, let's talk first. I slammed the divorce papers on the table. Let's get a divorce. What? It was just a fling with Kelly. That's none of my concern. I declared firmly. Mia, you can't possibly raise Sasha alone as a stay-at-home mom. Don't worry about that. Bob, sign these later. I'll get a lawyer for division of property and child support. Just so you know. I got fired. I don't have money. That's your problem. Take responsibility for your actions. Make sure you tell Kelly too. I turned back to my in-laws. By the way, I had something to discuss with you too. Oh, what is it? Mia, you seem to be in need of money. What? What are you talking about? You've been asking for money several times. It's over $20,000 by now. What have you been spending all that money on? What are you talking about? I've never borrowed money from you. No, you've been asking for a monthly allowance through my wife, haven't you? No, I haven't asked for anything like that. What's going on? The story is, I've been giving money to you. Again and again. It's over $40,000 by now. What? Is that true? I didn't know anything about it. Mia is lying. After doing such terrible things to Bob, she's trying to pin her borrowed money on me. You've been sending that much money to Mom? With my money. Just be quiet, you're complicating things. She told me to keep it a secret from your dad. Mia, what are you talking about? What happened to the $20,000 I gave you, Mia? I haven't received any money. Yeah, that's right, Mia, you mentioned before needing money for Sasha's classes. I never said that. The truth seemed to be coming out. Not only had my mother-in-law been deceiving me, but she had also been deceiving my father-in-law to get money. What's the meaning of this? Explain yourself. My father-in-law demanded an explanation from my mother-in-law. Well, there was something I wanted. Come here. Wait a minute. They went to my mother-in-law's bedroom. Inside the closet were numerous brand name bags. What is this? I wanted to brag to the neighbors that I was living a luxurious life. So, you deceived both me and Mia for money. Unbelievable. I'm sorry. Indeed, if the son is like that, the mother is too. They both cared too much about appearances and bragged all the time. Destroying the family over some meaningless pride. But Mia, if you had $40,000, you could have given me some of that money. That wasn't your money. I paid $40,000 from my own wallet. How did you have that kind of money? It's time I told you. You, me, and our family need to understand something important. Mom, what is it? The truth is, our household hasn't been sustained just by Bob's income. I've been earning more than Bob. Really, Mia? Is that true? Mom, really? Yes. I've been supporting our family with my web design work, earning twice as much as Bob. You mean that thing you were doing just for fun? It wasn't just for fun. Though self-taught, it's now a substantial source of income. Our lifestyle has relied more on my earnings than you realize, Bob. You're splurging the money sent to your mom. Did you think all of that was managed with your money? Mia, I had no idea that your hobby was actually your job. Why didn't you say something? Would it have changed anything? You'd still tell me to send money to your mom and then splurge even more. But I wanted to protect your pride, Bob. Without me working, your salary alone couldn't possibly support me and Sasha. But knowing we won't have to waste any more money feels liberating. Mia, I'm sorry. It must have been hard for you. We thought of you as just a regular housewife. What Mom did was truly shameful. I admire your courage, Mia. I'll support you, Sasha, and you. I apologize for the pain caused by my worthless son and lying wife. The money Mia gave as remittances, taken from her, will be returned to her responsibly by my wife. Wait, I don't have $40,000 anymore. You'll work and pay it back yourself. You need to learn the hardships of earning money by working outside. That's impossible. I've never worked before. Otherwise, we're getting a divorce. My father-in-law was moved by my strength and resolve, deciding to support me. Bob, with your affair exposed, our relationship can't go back to how it was. Divorcing is a decision me and Sasha have made. Sign the divorce papers. We'll proceed with child support. We can manage on our own, so don't show up in front of us again. Mia, I've lost everything. But I have no money. After being fired from the company. Bob, there are consequences for your actions. It's time to pay for what you've done. Bob, you need to seriously consider your future, especially since you can't afford not to pay child support while being unemployed. Bob was even more disheartened. Mom, we'll be okay, right? Sasha, don't worry. We can overcome this together. With my job, our life will continue to be okay. Grandpa may be strict, but he was the best family member. Please continue to be Sasha's grandpa. Thank you. Grandpa, see you again. Mia, Sasha, take care. Me and Sasha left Bob's parents' house. Today, we're proceeding with the divorce proceedings at the lawyer's office. My husband and a woman named Kelly have been having an affair for 2 years. And I've obtained evidence of my husband's affair with his colleague. I'm considering filing for divorce and child support based on this. I want him and his affair partner to take responsibility for the impact their actions had on me and my daughter. How much evidence do you have? I have a video. It shows the two of them engaging in a relationship at our home. That will serve as a very strong piece of evidence. The lawyer listened to my situation carefully and provided legal advice for my demands. Mia, there's a valid reason for your claims for child support. Following proper procedures, you should be able to achieve the desired outcome. Let's decide on a suitable amount based on Bob and Kelly's financial situations and the impact on your family. For child support, we'll calculate the necessary amount until Sasha reaches adulthood. Bob has been fired from his job. He said he has no money. That needs to be considered. However, he can't escape payment because he has responsibilities. How will we notify Bob and Kelly? I'll contact Bob directly and also proceed with the claim. Rest assured, we'll support you through all the procedures, so you don't have to face them directly. Thank you. I appreciate your help. It's a relief knowing I won't have to see Bob's face again now that everything's in the lawyer's hands. The child support was then finalized. Bob will pay child support for Sasha until she reaches adulthood. If it's difficult to pay in one lump sum, we'll manage the installment payments here. Thank you so much, everything went smoothly. Now, Sasha and I can finally be free from his influence. The prospect of a new beginning with Sasha made my heart soar. In the calm of the evening, the doorbell suddenly rang. Who could that be? Opening the door, I found Bob and Kelly standing there. Mia, we need to talk. Bob. And Kelly too. What do you want? You haven't forgotten what you did to us. Mom, are you okay? I'm fine, Sasha. Go inside. Mia, it's your fault our lives are in shambles. I even lost my job because of you. My fault? You brought this situation upon yourselves. But if you hadn't demanded such a high amount, that was compensation for the pain you caused me and Sasha. We've suffered too. Think about that. I have thought about it. About Sasha's future. Bob, you're a father, after all. This conversation is pointless. Mia, you think you're the only victim, but I'm not the only one. Sasha has been the most hurt by your actions. Have you ever considered the impact of your behavior on her? I won't allow you to negatively influence Sasha any further. We can't live after losing our jobs. In the midst of their argument, wait. Let me speak. Sasha. Sasha! Please forgive us. Dad, well, you're not Dad anymore. Mr. and Kelly, your current suffering is the result of your own choices. You lost your job because of your own actions, right? Bob and Kelly tried to argue back, but Sasha continued. You might have forgotten, but do you remember how happy our family was? Mom always worked behind the scenes, managing both her job and household chores. Mister, you didn't care and spent Mom's hard-earned money on outings with that woman. Always working overtime, never listening to us even when you were home, glued to your phone. Yet, Mom and I were happy being a family together. But you destroyed everything. Not just Mom, I was hurt too. Still, we're trying to move forward. You both should take responsibility for your actions and move on too. Aunt Kelly, as an adult, you should think about the consequences of your actions before acting. It's basic common sense even a middle schooler like me understands. Don't you feel ashamed being told this by a middle schooler? Stop coming here to make us miserable. Don't be any more disappointing than you already are. Sasha's words echoed through the house at dusk. Please fulfill your responsibilities for what you've done. And don't come here anymore. Unable to respond, Bob and Kelly left silently. Sasha, I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Once the door closed, I hugged Sasha tightly. Seeing you always strong, Mom, made me think I should be like you. Serves them right. Indeed, serve them right. At the local supermarket checkout, my mother-in-law struggled with the register. Oh no, I made a mistake again. Hurry up, I'm in a rush. Sorry, just a moment. She panicked and made more mistakes. What are you doing? How many times is this now? I'm sorry, manager. I'm still not used to it. If you're not used to it, practice at home. This isn't your practice ground. Making customers wait is unacceptable. This register is always slow. My apologies. I'll handle it right away. You, go to the back. That's enough for today. Yes. But think about it, do you really want to continue this job? If you can't take it seriously, maybe you should look for something else. No, please let me continue. I have debts to pay. I'll work hard. Work hard isn't enough. Show results. If you make the same mistake again, you know what will happen. Yes. After finishing her job, my mother-in-law came home. I want to quit. I want to escape, but I don't want to be divorced by Dad. I never thought working would be this hard. She was sternly told by my father-in-law that if she quit her job, they would get divorced. Starting work at 68, my mother-in-law is struggling every day to adapt. Meanwhile, Bob and Kelly were saying, why are we so out of money? It's because you lost your job. It's all your fault. Every day, living like this, what are we supposed to do? We have no choice but to look for work again, even if it means doing part-time jobs. We were supposed to be happy. It's your fault we're living this life. Kelly showed her irritation towards Bob. It seems their daily arguments never end. This situation is a natural consequence of their actions. Later, I heard through the grapevine that Bob and Kelly had separated. In my home office space, Sasha came running to me after returning from school. Mom, you're working hard again today. Yes, Sasha. I've been assigned a big project by a new client. Wow, that's amazing. Mom, isn't it tough? It's tough, but this job supports our life. I have to give it my all for our future. Mom is always working hard. I want to be like you. You can definitely be like me, Sasha. But the most important thing is to find what you love and pursue it with passion. I started web design because I loved it, despite the challenges. Mom, I want to try hard at something too. I'll support your dreams, Sasha. We are enjoying our time in our new home. Mom, this house is amazing. It has such a big yard. How do you like living in our new home, Sasha? It's really nice, Mom. Living in such a big house is like a dream. Yes, it's our fresh start. We managed to get this wonderful house because my work went well. It's because you're with me that I can work hard. Mom, that's amazing. I want to be like you. You will be. The key is to keep dreaming and take steps towards those dreams. Okay, Mom. I'll do my best. Actually, I have a surprise for you, Sasha. Really? What kind of surprise? Wow. A piano. Thank you, Mom. I saw how much you love music, and I thought you'd be happy with it. I can't believe it. This is the happiest present ever. Can I play it right now? Of course. I'm looking forward to hearing you play. Let's create lots of wonderful memories in this new home. Yeah. Let's do lots of fun things together, Mom. Let's make our new life wonderful together. I look forward to sharing many more happy moments with Sasha. Our new life is just beginning.